This week in Grace's Girls Club, our newest inductee is quite the impressive woman, and I'm so excited for you to meet her. I want you to meet Mary. Mary, welcome to Grace's Girls Club. Please introduce yourself. Tell us the company you work for and what it is that you do.
Hi, my name is Mary Eisenhower. I'm the computational manager at iRepertoire, which is an associate biotech company at Hudson Alpha.
Wonderful. And Hudson Alpha is an incredibly well-known name. Are you underneath that umbrella, or are you kind of like a subsect that just works with them?
I work for one of their associate companies.
That is so awesome. That is so great to hear. So walk me through your day to day.
So day to day, basically I work with the team to collect, process, analyze, and also QC large DNA sequencing data sets.
So what might that look like when a problem hits your desk and you have to figure it out? Like, how does it hit your desk? Exactly what stages do you go through for that testing?
So basically, the team will alert that, hey, we are going to be sequencing some data. When the data finishes sequencing, I will move it onto our server so that way we can actually look at the data. When we look at the data, we'll do some pre-checks of the QC. We'll make sure that the data has what we're expecting inside of it. We will start the analysis. In the analysis, we're going to be looking at the different repertoire that sequencing data may have. And then after that, we'll just lots and lots of QC to make sure that everything, all the processes have been controlled, done properly. And then, yeah,
Okay.
that's basically it.
What is QC?
QC would be quality control. So we're just trying to make sure that what we're doing is accurate and true.
Perfect. So, of the letters in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, which letter or sequence of those letters would you say most applies to you?
Well, since we are in biotech, probably the technology, that's what biotech is mostly for. But there's also a lot of science and also a lot of math in there and also
Absolutely. So, walk me through educationally how you got to where you are today.
educationally, I actually took a very different path than probably most people. I originally double majored in both electrical engineering and computer engineering. Um, but what I ended up doing is I just ended up focusing on electrical engineering for my main degree. Um, but I ended up getting this job as like a summer internship, and I just really ended up enjoying it.
And where was your
So
internship at?
my internship was here at iRepertoire.
Okay, perfect. So you got that internship, you realized that was what you wanted to do, then what happened?
And then I just continued. What was very nice about the internship that I had is I just started out as like a programmer. Um, and I had no background at all in biology. I was very intimidated about like trying to analyze like DNA sequences, and I was like, oh, I don't understand any of this. But every day I understood a little bit more. And what was really nice is that I just continued learning and then I just continued growing, and then I was able to get to where I am today.
Absolutely. That is a story of success. That is so awesome. So, if you had advice to younger girls that were looking to follow in your footsteps, what exactly would you advise them as far as their majors, as far as getting that internship, like you said? What would you advise them educationally?
I would just advise them to don't take any support that you have for granted, and then also make sure to support others. I feel like I was able to get where I am today because one, I would support others, I'd help others the best that I could, and people would also do the same for me. And because of the help and assistance that I'd make, those relationships, those connections that I made, that basically led me to a lot of different open doors that I was able to choose which opportunities that I wanted.
Absolutely. And that is so key, right? Is making those connections, having those options, and then going from there. So, what is the best part of your job?
The best part of my job is honestly just not knowing everything that there is to know. There's always something new to learn if it's in regards to like programming, if it's in regards to understanding the biology. If it's understanding like working with teams, it's just there's always something new that I'm always leaning into. Even like the cybersecurity, like currently security is becoming a bigger concern. So like always having to learn new ways to just do everything. Like it never gets boring.
Absolutely. So if that's the best part of your job, what is maybe one of the most challenging parts?
Probably the same. There's always something, always having to be on your toes. And it's also your mind is in all different places just because you can't just focus on one topic. You always have to go into like a different field and be like, okay, well, what's going on over here? Always having to learn and then always also have to remember the stuff that you did in the past too.
Oh, absolutely. So, one last question for you. I know we talked about it in the educational standpoint, but just in general, if you had a young message to girls that were interested in joining the STEM workforce, what would your message of inspiration to them be?
Do it. If you are interested in it, please go for it.
All right.
Just
Oh, go ahead.
do it.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Just do it. If you have an interest, just go towards your interests, follow your passions.
I love that you said that. That's kind of the part of it, right? I mean, I really relate to you. When I was in school, there were those couple of classes that I found very intimidating. And so just committing in your head to, no, I'm going to do this. And there is no bailout, there is no plan B. I'm going to do this and I'm going to find a way to be successful. That can be so powerful mentally.
Something that I did struggle with a lot whenever like I'm learning a very difficult subject is I always go, oh no, it's impossible. I'll never understand it because it's not clicking in my head. But your future self knows it. And once your future self knows it, that means eventually your present self will figure it out too. And I feel like getting past those hurdles, like once you've run into those roadblocks, if you've gone past those roadblocks in the past, it's so much easier to get past them in the future because you know that you can do it. You've done it before, you could do it again.
That is so true. Words to the wise. Mary Eisenhower, thank you so, so much. Thank you for being here and welcome officially to Grace's Girls Club.
Thank you for having me.
All right, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.